So we're back.
Yep, this is for the 2 o'clock hour. And we, I had to go to the local coffee shop and answer a few emails real quick. But Justin had some really great conversations. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so while you were doing that, I was sitting here and a gentleman came over and dropped off a whole bunch of coffee and donuts for us.
Yep.
But what's more important is he talked about volunteering. He talked about how he used to volunteer, not for us, but for another organization, lost that passion, and he said he was listening to WYLK, heard us on WYLK, and was like, wow, something struck him. Yep. He said that, he felt intrigued to come down here and talk to us, and he sat on the bench here, or sofa, and we talked about like volunteering and talking about what it means to volunteer. So why don't you explain a little bit about what that volunteer process looks like?
Yeah, so we've made it super easy, but also, what's the word? Easy and eye-opening, because we want it to be an opportunity as you go through the process of volunteering to discover if the areas that we have are what your calling is, So when you send in an application, you'll hear from the office, and they'll set up what's called a shadow day, and that's where it's just an opportunity for you to come in and just...
I just want to talk about shadow real quick.
Yeah.
I noticed the shadow is on you.
Yes.
And the sun is bearing down on me.
Yes.
I just wanted to point that out. Thank you.
You have such a heavenly glow about yourself.
Or burning.
You're going to be all red on that side. But back to Shadow Day. It gives you an opportunity to check out our programs and what we do and who we are, to make sure that it's a right fit for you before you make a commitment, because we're looking for committed volunteers. Someone, you don't have to come in every single day, but if you can come in every Monday or every first and third Monday, second and third, fourth Thursday, whatever, we're looking for you to make a habit of coming in to be a part of our programming. And so once you do that, we'll get you plugged in with our staff, and you'll be a part of the staff, but as a volunteer. We'll give you tasks and jobs to do.
So I was about to ask you, what specifically as a volunteer would I be doing? Because, some volunteers are thinking, well, you know what, there's nothing that they can do that'll be part of what I need.
Let me tell you, we'll put you to work. Let's just look at our Scranton programs for a second, right? If you want to come in and you have a passion to do office work, you can come work in the development office with me and my staff, because we got plenty of work to do. I mean, we have 7 years of previous donation slips that need to get processed and saved and everything. And so you can work on that. You can do data entry for us. You can actually, if you have a passion of talking to people on the phone, come in. We're looking for people to call donors and just thank them for what they've done.
So what about if I don't want to be in the front or behind the scenes?
And you want to be on the front line?
Yeah.
Hey, come and talk and work with our staff. So at the Innovation Center, you can come in and help serve a meal, whether it's breakfast or lunch, or be a meal provider on the weekend for Message a Meal or mobile meal outreach on the weekends, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can come and play a game with the guests. We have times where the guests have a few minutes of sit down between meals and everything. Come and play a game with them and just talk to them.
So the relationship building, building that mentorship,
absolutely,
and all that kind of thing.
I think one of the best things about Keystone Mission is that we put dignity behind what we do, and we want to give dignity to the guests that walk in, because they have enough already that they're working through, and we want to be a safe place for them to know that we love them, and we're trying to support them in their path of transformation.
Okay, so if I'm a volunteer, I see this and I want to volunteer, I go on the website,
yes.
I click the volunteer tab, answer a few questions, and boom, someone will call me.
Correct. Within 48 hours, you'll hopefully have a phone call.
Awesome. So let's talk about donations and talking about that.
Okay.
So we understand that this is all about awareness of homelessness. Correct. And all that kind of stuff. But again, we're asking for donations. So if you're listening to this and you have, $10, $20 around, make that donation to us. It'll go a long way.
Yeah. And, I'll say this. We have a goal of $15,000. But our mindset at Keystone Mission has been any amount that we raise is a blessing, because a little goes a long way for us. You know, we are very good at stretching the penny as much as we need to do our programming and to make sure that our staff is well taken care of.
And so one meal costs roughly about how much?
$3.80.
So that's $3.80 that it costs to feed someone, and that
Yep.
includes the food, that includes the lights that go on, the staff to give it out,
Yes.
the cleaning up after that,
Yep.
the plates,
Everything that involves.
Okay.
You know.
So for $3.80 we can feed somebody. So
Correct.
that's almost a cup of coffee. So if we were able to
A
give
large coffee at Dunkin' Donuts is $2.29.
so if you gave up about 5 coffees, you could probably feed 3 people. Am I doing it right?
No.
Four
5
people.
coffees times that's $10. So
3 people.
Yeah, that's 3. You're right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
But seriously,
Yeah.
it would give 3 people
Yep.
feed.
And
So
I want you to understand too, you know, as a nonprofit, your gifts are tax deductible, you know, and it also, I want you to understand too that it's going back to the community. You know, we're not sitting here and telling our $15,000 we're going to divide it between the both of us and go away for a weekend with our families. No, it's going back to the mission to go and fund our programming, to give the life educational opportunities that we have. You know, and $3.80 for one meal, you know, we had to increase it because of inflation and everything that's going
Yep.
on. So our guests are suffering as well. But you know, that little blessing, you know, if you have a little extra over right now, consider giving to, because that's going to be a blessing. And so, and I truly believe that the Lord will bless you in return.
I agree. So real quick before we go, I got one little question for you.
Yes.
So
Oh no, here we go, folks.
hold on, man. Hold on. So what is a dog? What type of dog? Hold on. What type of stereo does a dog have?
Oh, you sold this joke already.
I know. Don't tell the answer because I'm going to. A
I don't know.
subwoofer. All right. Anyways, thank you for
Bow wow.
listening for this hour. We're going to be here all night, 24 hours until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So come on down and visit us.
Yep.
It's great talking to you, and we'll talk to you in the next hour.
Bye.